I'd like to call the Circleville City Council meeting to order. It is Tuesday, January the 2nd, 2024 at 7 p.m. Lynn, could you do the roll call, please?
Brooks.
Here.
Duvall.
Here.
Hallivan.
Here.
Hedges.
Here.
Kalitzka.
Here.
McElroy.
Absent.
Tice.
Here.
If we could all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the invocation. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our
Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread,
And forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
In Jesus' name.
This is the start of City Council, this first meeting of the new term. I want to welcome everybody that's here tonight, a lot of family and friends of council members. We have some returning council members who are incumbents. We have new returning members of council who have served before, and it's exciting to see a new council member here as a first-time elected official. So Zach, welcome to you.
Thank you.
Council, you should have received a copy of the minutes from the December 19th, 2023 meeting. Are there any additions or corrections to those minutes? Is there none? Motion to approve those? So moved by Katie Hedges, seconded by Sherry Tice. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Those minutes will be filed and reported. Before we start the reports, I would like to take a minute here to announce the various committees for this coming term, who will be the chairperson and who will serve in those committees. So starting with the Finance Committee, that committee will be chaired by Katie Hedges with committee members Jeff Hallinan and Tom Duvall. The Safety Committee will be chaired by Jeff Hallinan with committee members Katie Hedges and Tom Klitzka. The Judicial Committee will be chaired by Tom Klitzka with committee members Sherry Tice and Don McElroy. The Service Committee will be chaired by Tom Duvall with committee members Sherry Tice and Zach Brooks. The Strategic Planning Committee will be chaired by Sherry Tice with committee members Don McElroy and Zach Brooks. I will chair the committee of the whole meeting, which includes all of City Council. The regular council meetings are always the first and third Tuesdays of the month, and that's per Ohio Revised Code, and those meetings start at 7 o'clock. The committee meetings are at the need of the administration or the committee, so there are no set dates. Sometimes we meet on off Tuesdays, like the second and fourth Tuesday, or sometimes we'll stack them with council meetings. So I'm leaving it up to the committee chairs to decide what's best for your committee based upon requests from the administration or department heads to hold your meetings, okay? As far as for our clerks, Linda Chansey is our appointed clerk for City Council. She will continue, of course, to clerk those meetings, along with public hearings. Let me find my paper here. She will do the public hearing. Oh, here it is. Sorry. She will do all council meetings and public hearings. All the committees will be clerked by Melissa Burns, our assistant clerk. So committee chairs, please work directly with Melissa for your meetings, agendas, minutes, and legislation that will be coming through your committees. The BZA will be clerked by Linda Chansey. The Historical Review Board will be Melissa Burns. Okay, so that will be our clerk responsibilities. I will email all these to you either later tomorrow or sometime this week. That brings us to reports of the various council members that are here. Does any council member have a report? Mr. Duvall, you have
We are scheduling a committee meeting on January 9th at 7:00 PM here in council chambers for the service committee.
And Tom, can you tell the public what the purpose, I mean, you have some legislation, right?
It's got 5 different ordinances.
Yes, 5 different pieces of legislation for the service committee next Tuesday,
What's the time?
7:00. Okay. Anyone else? Tom Klitschko or Zach Brooks as new council members? Any comments or thoughts this time?
Just glad to be here.
Yeah, welcome.
Glad to be here.
Glad you're here. Tom, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, absolutely. I take just 1 minute just to
Sure, go
thank residents of Circleville that allowed us to move forward and step back into council itself. Of course, we always have to thank the family and all those special people out there that did us well. So thank you. I'm happy to be sitting back here again.
Good, welcome back.
Thank you.
We also have city officials that are here tonight as council's guests, and tonight we have 2 newly elected city officials. We have our law director, Kendra Kenny, and new mayor, Michelle Blanton. She just changed seats. So do either one of you have a report?
Thank you, President Keller. On behalf of the Law Director's Office, we have been very busy today already preparing ordinances for committees, as well as scheduling meetings with local law enforcement. And then I hope the next thing will be city administration and department heads to kind of get a bird's eye view of what's going on and what the Law Director's Office can aid with. I would also like to extend that invitation to any council member that would like to meet with my office, as well as I know President Keller has already had that opportunity, just to make sure that we are working as smoothly as possible and to answer any questions that might arise, as well as I'm always constantly working to see if there are better ways to start doing some things. So obviously change will be a little slow, but I do have some new ideas I would like to start implementing and working with city council to do so.
Thank you, Kendra. Michelle?
Yes, I do have a report. Well, Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to 2024. Welcome to the new and returning. Tom, good to see you up there again.
Nice to be here.
Just wanted to talk about Vineyards Round Town Night 1. That was on New Year's Eve. I had the opportunity to attend that event. It was a good event. They had big wheel races and a photo booth and hot chocolate and donuts. And it was a good event put on to start the new year. Today was my first day in the office. We started with a staff meeting and got to set some expectations and some just discussions with the directors. Had lunch with P3 today. We went to Kendra's swearing in earlier today, and then just did some organization in the office. I am the acting safety director right now for a little while, maybe a couple of weeks. And then just as an announcement for council, the directors are putting together their annual reports. They will have them to you by the February 6th council meeting. And we're just looking forward to 2024. Any of the new committee chairs, feel free to stop in the office and talk with either of the directors. Door's always open.
Great. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
Council would ask that you, as them being newly elected officials, if you have time, if you want to visit with them, meet with them, please call ahead, schedule an appointment. They have regular office hours, and they'll be happy to sit down and talk with you with whatever questions you may have. Okay? Great. Thank you both for being here. Does anybody have questions for those elected officials that are here tonight? Would anybody like to address city council? This is the portion where you take comments from the public. Would anybody like to speak this evening? Yes, sir. Come to the podium, give us your name and your address. While you're coming to the podium, I remind everyone that you're being recorded for the purpose of the clerk, CGTV 5. If you give us your name and your address.
Right. My name is Dominic Ali, 517 South Court Street. But just like to say, congratulations, everybody, being on council. And Happy New Year. I just want to make myself available to any members of council. I like to help out as much as possible, especially when it comes to particular issues regarding around safety, paving of the streets, the water, the parks, anything of that nature. So I just want to let you guys know that I like to help you guys out in any way possible that I can, okay? So that's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Anyone else? Karen?
Hi,
Can you give us your name and your address?
Karen Elizabeth Cook Esterline, 1452 Stoutsville Pike, Circleville. I just had a great pleasure serving for the last 2 years with all of you. I really did. And I'm just here for anything that you may need. And I want to wish you all great luck. And you will enjoy this, I hope, as much as I did, Zach. So take care.
Great, thank you, Karen. Next. Ranger. Please give us your name and your address.
Erica Morgan, 521 North Court Street. I want to congratulate everybody on their new seats and new changes. Congratulations. I wanted to present all of my pictures that I have taken over the time to justify the issue that I feel that I've talked to you, Zach Brooks, about this. This all started in the beginning of January 18th when I started, and I messaged Sherry Theis about this and didn't get a response one day. And then the next day, on the 19th, I got a zoning code violation because I was not wanting to be heard or talked to. And then I took a break from this for a while and just thought about things. And by the times of everything I have gotten is pictures from behind my house. This is 4 houses down of a car parking in the no parking spot. Also, if we take you all the way down Court Street in front of Everett's Middle School, they park on the curb all the time at the jiu-jitsu place. It's kind of like the same thing I do, full vehicle, put all the way over there on the curb and everything else. This is across the street from Everett's, another car. This is by Duke and Duchess of a lot of vehicles trying to be sold on their lot. And I wanted to bring it to a point that our town has 13,314 people. I don't understand all of the harassment that I have had to endure. This was 3 days before voting election time when the police sergeant decided to put these signs in my yard, where we have found out that you are not allowed to put those signs in that part of the roadway. I closed my investigation in the police department, and Officer Estrada, me and Katie Hedges have talked about it. I have brought to attention of how I feel, and I've told you all everything of how I feel like I have been harassed by our police department. I would like to reopen that investigation up now that we have a new mayor. And I hate to say that right now, but I feel like it will be taken care of and other things that will be heard for. There's one officer I don't want you to look into. I spoke with him in the hallway a minute ago, and I'll tell you his name. But I have been messaged. People have messaged and sent emails out to your sergeant of my Facebook. It's fine, it's public record. And I understand that. And that's why I put it up there. But I want you all to understand, I don't want my children to grow up in the harassment that I am enduring. I feel from certain members of the city, also in the police department. I know this is gonna put a target on my back, but I feel like I've already had a target on my back so long since I've brought this issue up. I will not pull one of those papers out and fill that out again. I have felt like I have been bullied when I went to the meeting with the mayor that I told you all about, and he brought 5 other people in. And I was turned back into a circle and told back to come back to ask for legislative and everything else. I graduated in 2007. I grew up and I got out of high school and all of the drama, but I feel like it's still following me in my footsteps. And my children and no one else should be treated like this. I would like to speak to you after this meeting, if you don't mind, ma'am.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. And I really congratulate you all on being here today. And thank you for listening to me.
Erica, I asked if the documents that you have.
Yes, I was going to submit these at the end.
Please first give them to the administrations that you're going to meet with the mayor.
Yes, sir.
And let her take those, and then from that, she'll decide to give them to the clerk to forward to us or work out a resolution.
Okay,
So please set up time with her. I don't know if she's.
Oh, I will.
The meeting tonight, but
that's fine.
if not, schedule office hours with her.
Yes, sir.
for your documents.
I appreciate all the comments you had for me. I thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? All right. Do we have any communications?
No, we do not. Oh, no, we do not, sir.
Okay. That brings us to the business portion of tonight. We have a few pieces of legislation, so we have an ordinance up for third reading. So Linda, if you would like to read that.
An ordinance authorizing use of opioid funds to Pickaway Area Recovery Services, PARS, and declaring an emergency.
Council, you've heard the third reading of this ordinance. The last meeting had a couple amendments to it. Linda has resent a clean, updated version of those amendments. You should have received those. This was originally coming out of the Finance Committee. The only person remaining from the Finance Committee is Katie Hedges. So Katie, do you have any additional comment?
No, just that it was mainly section 3 that the changes occurred in. I think it was at the request of Councilperson Tice to outline the things that they would present. We did discuss, though, that they don't have to reapply every year. They just have to provide additional information. And these were the items that we asked that be included. So it has come with a recommendation from the Finance Committee for passage.
Any other comments? Is there a motion?
Motion for passage.
Motion for passage by Katie Logan Hedges, seconded by Jeff Hallinan. Roll call, please, on the motion for passage.
Brooks,
Yes.
Duvall,
Yes.
Hallinan,
Yes.
Hedges,
Yes.
Kaliska,
Yes.
and Tice.
Yes.
Ordinance passes.
I'm sorry, 01/02/2024.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ordinance for a second reading.
An ordinance authorizing the Director of Public Service to enter into a land lease agreement with New Singular Wireless PCS LLC, granting the right to install and maintain and operate communication equipment, including a new tower on the premises of the city located at 151 East Franklin Street.
Council, you've heard the second reading of this ordinance. That came from the Judicial Committee. Jeff, you have any comments?
I wasn't here at the last meeting. It seems like there was some extra discussion around the agreement and things of that nature. So I've just tried to get caught up as to what all that was.
So there was some emails today. Sherry had sent an
Yeah.
email, I believe, yesterday
Yes, yes.
to the administration and a rep from the cell phone tower company. They have since replied. Hannah has replied to everyone to see
Right.
those replies. Should you have any additional questions, comments about your email?
Well, I appreciate the replies that I've gotten. However, this being business day and one of those just came in a couple hours ago, I would like to give everyone time to consider that, review the additional information that we received just today. And so I move to refer this ordinance back to the Judicial Committee for further study.
Okay. Is there a second to that? Seconded by Zach Brooks. Discussion. Yes, sir.
The only other part, I know you had mentioned something about the agreement possibly going back to law director. From that standpoint, was that necessary from your guys' discussion or not?
The previous law director said he reviewed it and saw no issues with it.
Okay, thank you.
So that's just an option since we have a new law director. Maybe Kendra wants to review it as well.
Mhm.
But there's a lot of conversation and questions. Some of it was cleared up by Hannah, but again, if council feels appropriate to go back to committee to answer those questions, have more discussion, that's definitely okay.
Yeah, I mean, I know originally the questions around the plans were from size and all that, and I know the Historic Review Board Chair said that, and I saw from it wasn't gonna be any taller than it was before, and it was taken over the same grounds, but I know there was just that discussion about the square footage area of it, so.
Okay.
But that's fine.
Okay, so there's been a motion and a second to refer it back to the Judicial Committee. Could I have a roll call on that?
Hallinan,
Yes.
Hedges,
No.
Kaliska,
Yes.
Tice,
Yes.
Brooks,
Yes.
Duvall.
Yes.
So we'll go back to the Judicial Committee after its second reading. It will come back as a second reading as well. Okay. Third ordinance, Linda?
An ordinance appointing a clerk of city council for the city of Circleville, Ohio, and declaring an emergency.
Council, you heard the first reading of this ordinance. This came out of the committee as a whole meeting on December the 19th, 2023. This is our annual ordinance to appoint a clerk who is Linda Chansey, who has requested to serve again as our clerk. And the salary is the same as the last term. And it's recommended to come to council for approval. So any comments or questions?
Motion to suspend the rules.
Motion to suspend the rules by Jeff Hallinan, seconded by Sherry Tice. Roll call, please, on the motion to suspend the rules.
Excuse me. Talitska,
Yes.
Tice,
Yes.
Brooks,
Yes.
Duvall,
Yes.
Hallinan,
Yes.
Hedges.
Yes.
Council, the rules have been suspended. You're free to act on the ordinance.
Motion for passage?
Motion for passage by Sherry Tice, seconded by Tom Duvall. Roll call, please, on the motion for passage.
Tice,
Yes.
Brooks,
Yes.
Duvall,
Yes.
Hallinan,
Yes.
Hedges,
Yes.
Talitska.
Absolutely, yes.
Ordinance passes.
Ordinance number 0103, 2024. That's all I have, sir.
Great. Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
Council on new business, I got 3 or 4 items we need to take care of. First of all, Don Mackerel had a previous commitment tonight. Could we make a motion to excuse him? So moved by Tom Duvall, seconded by Tom Klitschko. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Don Mackerel is excused from tonight's meeting. Also, I received a letter of resignation from Jean Drosty, who serves on the Circleville Pickaway Lease Oversight Board, which is the Burger, Ohio Health. She is one of our city appointments. And so her position is now posted on the website, as we're going to do for all board positions. It will run at least 2 weeks. At that time, we'll see if or how many applicants we got. And if we have an applicant or more than one, I will schedule a committee of the whole meeting in February to review those applications and make a recommendation to council to appoint someone to replace Jean Drosty. And she has done a wonderful job serving on behalf of the city. Jean, who is former mayor of our city, has served on the lease oversight board since Ohio Health and Burger have joined, and she did a great job representing our city. So I just want to make that announcement. Secondly, I've received a notice of resignation from Michelle Blanton, who served on the PICA board. PICA board, Michelle served as council's representation to that board. It's a wonderful board. I have served on the board as well. I was board president for 1 year, and they're a great organization. I would like to ask any of you council members that have an interest in that or an interest in PICA, please contact me by the end of the month. And if there's more than one of you, I will make a selection. But I want someone that's interested in serving. It's another meeting, but they're a great service to the community. And I want someone there that wants to contribute, be a part of that board. So please let me know, if you will, by the end of the month, if you want to serve on PICA board. It's my privy to select who serves on the board, represent the city council. The last thing is we've got to elect a council president pro tem. When I'm absent from a regular council meeting, we have to have someone fill in for me to run the meetings, step in my place. So at this time, do we have any nominations for someone to serve as council president pro tem? Tom Duvall,
I would nominate Sherry Tice.
you're nominating
I
Sherry.
would second that.
Sherry Tice, Tom Klitschko seconds. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, we have one nomination, so Sherry Tice. Can we just do, all those in favor say aye?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Sherry Tice will serve as our council president pro tem.
Congratulations.
Great, thank you. Is there any other new business before council this evening? No? How about a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Jeff Hallinan, seconded by Katie Hedges. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The city council meeting is adjourned at 7:20.